Are you suffering in your life? Are you feeling out of control and angry, resentful, contemptuous? I have been there, beautiful, feisty soul. My name is Casey Berard, and I'm a focus coach. And I have developed 3 core principles that I break up and talk about theoretically as 3 core principles. But once you know them, you're going to mix and match them and kind of mush them together. It's kind of like a cookie where you have, flour, sugar, eggs, and that sort of thing. That's how I'm going to break it down to tell you the recipe, but then we mush it together to create a nice, beautiful experience to get you back to the now. So the first principle is to know whose business you're in. Now there's my business, there's your business, and there's the universe's business. And the truth is I know I'm out of my own business when I am suffering. And here's the challenge. The only person's business I can control is my own. It's my own. So I always want to step back and get really clear about whose business I am in, and that then gives me the empowered choice to make a decision as to how I want to move forward. So that's my first huge. If you remember one thing, memorize it, stick it on your head. Just kidding. But memorize it and really, really memorize that if you are suffering, you are out of your own business. Okay, here's the thing though. A lot of people don't even know what their own business is. So that's point number 2, is to know what your focus is. Now, there's a big picture knowing what my focus is, like what my values are and where I live from. The more in the moment now is the focus on what I want to create in my life. Now, I have seen from working with adults for almost 20 years now that we cannot have more than 3 major focuses in our life at any one given time. And trust me, I have gone to Tony Robbins and Brendon Burchard, and I have paid thousands of dollars for coaches to try and bypass or jump over or find a magic pill to make this real. But it's not. More than 3 things on my plate at any one given time overwhelms me. Now that's 3 big things and then 3 subcategories of stuff. So I have worksheets on my website, and I'll link it down below, that you can sort of work up this so you can get really clear. Because don't worry, if you do your 3 focuses and you're ready for new ones, you just switch, right? There's no suffering in that. You can just switch to the next one. But if you're trying to do 3 focuses and you add 2 more on, that's like going to a smorgasbord and filling your plate full, right? And your stomach is only as big as your fist. Just like our life force energy is only as big as our capacity, which is about 3 things at any one given time. Now go ahead, try and prove me wrong. I've been daring people since I've come up with this very specific strategy for about 4 years now to prove me wrong, and so far no one has, but I always love a challenge. So knowing what your focus is really important, and I want to add in that for most grown-ups, work is going to be on their plate, and then whatever the 3 categories are, and you might have to change the 3 categories daily. Like, so I have some days where I focus only on seeing clients, and that actually takes up all 3 sections of my focus, and other times where I'm creating, where that takes up 3 sections. Sometimes admin work fills in a little bit of it. So it's important that you have some flexibility, and that will create more ease in your life. The third point to have healthy boundaries, assertive boundaries, is to be mindful. Be here now, you doing you, you beautiful feisty soul, and be mindful and in the moment doing you, clear about what your focuses are and moving forward. And that will be rewarding. That will bring you joy. Now, you know you're not in the moment, you're not in the now, if you are worrying. Worrying is a future experience. It's something you actually can't control. You know you're in the past if you are resentful, if you're depressed. Usually hopelessness is in the past too. It's this feeling of being held prisoner. So mindfulness is still, I've heard a couple people be like, oh, mindfulness, I'm so bored. But really, it stands the test of time. Mindfulness brings us back to the now. It allows us to more easily solve our problems and process them, and helps us move forward to wherever we want to go. And we can change that, but we have to know where we are now in order to move forward and to be clear. So just a reminder of some core principles that allow us to create the life we want. To stop suffering and love your life is what I say. Know if you're in your own business, know what your focus is, and then be mindful about moving forward on the path and pursuing that. If this has helped you, I would love to know. Leave a message in the comments or send me an email. Like this video, share it. It's common sense once you get used to it, but it takes a little bit of reprogramming to stand in your power, to stand in your own boundaries, doing you and moving forward. Do have a good day. I hope you have unwavering love and assertive boundaries, and that you do stop suffering and love your life.